With the please goes a long way, Faith. And a thank you goes a long way. And it goes back to where, when I feel like, I'm sorry, Panda Girl, I did not mean to interrupt you. You just got to put on the brakes, sweetheart.
Yeah, I know.
I've been going back and forth. I've been going back and forth between lives, and you've had so many people that have been supporting you and trying to talk you down and telling you how they're handling it. Look, you can't, everybody's going to see something different. You can have a room full of 15 people and put a red shoe in the middle of the room, and everybody's going to say it's a different color. Everybody sees something different.
Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, I understand I need a structure, I need schedules, I need to be respectful. I understand that. But do you, and you can be honest, you always have been, do you think it's fair that I don't have a right to choose where I want to live?
Faith, if you're not conserved, you have a right to choose wherever you want to live as far as the Lanterman Act goes, because your parents don't have you conserved.
Okay.
Those are your rights, okay? But I'm just telling you, coming from somebody who's been doing this for over 20 years, this is not going to end good for you.
No, but I was just replying to the comment of like, you can have me come here and get me a place. So like,
I could, but I also told you at this time, I would not do that. Because I don't believe that you're in the right state of mind. And I would not put that on my shoulders personally and recommend you to any one of my care providers in their home, because I don't think you like rules, Faith.
no, I like rules. Again, it's about delivery.
It's all about delivery, sweetheart, but it goes on both parts.
And you know, do you know my friend Tay? Have you seen her around before?
You know, Faith, you know me with TikTok. I don't do lives. I don't stream. I literally started TikTok to get on recipes because I cook for so many people in my home. So that's how I started. I came across your page. We've been talking for quite a while now.
Yeah.
And I don't say a whole lot, but I sit here sometimes and I get so frustrated because I've seen other lives with people that have been trying to help you, and now they've opened up their live to talking about you because the way you've spoke to them or done this, or you've muted them or you've X'd them out. I don't know how this whole TikTok thing.
I haven't X'd anyone out. People are choosing to walk away.
I don't even want to get into that, Faith. Honestly, I don't want to get into the Facebook drama. I am here specifically to give you solid information that I personally know 100% about.
Yeah, and I know that. I know you know better than anyone. I've always known that.
I mean, like I said, I am a 61-year-old woman. I'm not getting involved in drama.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
And that's obviously okay. All I'm trying to explain to you is that I love rules if they are presented in a way that is not abrasive and aggressive. My friend Tay, she's probably one of the closest people to me and the most highly respected person in my eyes. I look at her like my mom. Like, I truly do. And the reason that I listen to her more than most is because of delivery and still treating me.
Okay, you feel this way about Tay. Is Tay gonna let you come live at her house?
No, but she
Okay.
can't care for me.
I'm sorry?
She can't care for me physically.
Exactly.
She's not in good enough health to do that. But I do know that if something happened to me, and if something drastically was wrong, and no one was around, she would be the first person to hop up. She would. Not a lot of people can take me in their home because it's not accessible and there's a lot of steps you have to go through. But
Absolutely.
yeah, and I understand that. But honestly, all I want to do is go back home. It's not that I don't love my parents.
But that's not what you're saying on every live that you're on.
What
All
am I
you keep saying is if your parents don't let you have a caregiver, you're not going back home.
No, because they don't want me to. If
That's
I
not what I heard your mom say, Faith.
if I want a caregiver and they don't want to give it to me, not only me doesn't want to go back home, but my parents do not want me there if I want a caregiver. If they're not the ones caring for me, they don't want me there and I don't want me there. My dad has always said if you want a caregiver, great, but you can't stay here. He's always
Okay, so like I told you, I own my home. It's my husband and I. I've got my children here, my disabled children, 2 of them, and my client.
Yes.
I am their care provider. I will be my care provider's son for the rest of his life. He is my son. This is what my husband and I have chose to do for him. It is our responsibility.
Yep.
Mind you, he's not biologically my child. We adopted him when he was 5 years old. So I could have said at 18, hey, you're on your own. But when I adopted that child, and I've adopted 3 of them, and 2 of them are special needs, they became part of my heart. Those are my children.
Yeah, of course.
And nobody's going to tell me different. As a parent, because I made this decision, they're my responsibility for the rest of my life.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
So when my son gets an attitude and he says, well, I can do it on my own, I can live on my own, I sit down with a piece of paper and I write all of the bills out. And I'm like, how much do you make a month?
Can I give you a business plan or like a plan that I've written down for me personally to show you all of the things that it would cost me so you can understand that I actually understand? Because I think once you see that, you will realize that I could go in anyone's home and be a functioning member of society, not only in someone's home, but in the world. Because I've written this down, I know what it costs.
Faith, but you are in thousands of dollars of debt and you only make $700 a month.
Well, that's
Never
not
mind.
true.
What do you mean that's not true?
Let me explain. I can get a job. I make money here. I can get a job for 4 hours, a couple days a week, and make money that way.
But what if you're only making $20 a week or $100? It doesn't. TikTok isn't a continuous income.
It's not continuous, but guess what is? A job. A job. A job at
It's not a job that pays like a regular job does either. And with you on disability, you're not going to be able to work a full-time job. If you do, they're going to take your check away.
I can
Okay.
make $1,500 a month without losing my income and my interest.
$1,600? Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Okay, with me and my mom's income put together, we make about $2,000.
Hmm.
And we don't have money to order out. We don't have money to go to Starbucks. We don't have money to go anywhere. We pay our bills and we sit and we play games at the house for fun. That's what we do. So you're not going to have all the things extra things that you have now.
Things, and I get that. I get that, but I want to be in the state that I want to be in.
And you also need to understand that a caregiver isn't a paid friend. Some caregivers are going to treat you just the way these nursing home staff are going to treat you.
And of course, that's the chance you take. Not not every caregiver is going to be kind or be nice or want to associate, and that's fine. All I'm saying is, if I was given the opportunity to go to California and was trusted with that, you best believe I wouldn't fuck it up. Because I don't want to leave ever again. I don't want to be in the position where I have to give up what I know in my heart where I want to be with every part of my being. I never chose to move here. I never wanted to. I came because I had to. And
I get that, but you need to understand, just like Lainey said, they are very understaffed. And like I said, California is one of the highest overpopulated states in the world right now.
and
Okay.
that's though.
Absolutely.
Name a state that isn't understaffed.
You're not going to get the care that you need, and they're going to give people who have been on the waiting list for years a chance before they ever give somebody who just stepped foot in California to live there a chance.
Okay, so here's my next question. Is what happens when I have no care? Then what?
Then you're going to be on the street just like every other person in a wheelchair is.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Faith?
I said, what happens when my parents are no longer around? I'll be awarded the state, so at least
If your parents are no longer around, sweetheart, what happens is if they don't have a trust or something put in place for you or somebody to take care of you, then you would become a ward of the state, and you could probably you will go to a state facility.
yeah, but they do have a trust, babe.
Okay, well, I don't know your parents' business. So your parents have obviously outlined if something happens to them, what happens to you and where you go and who takes care of you, which is their business. It's not anybody on TikTok's business. So
Understood.
I would say respect that privacy. That's not to be talked about. You literally, even being placed in a home out here, Faith, my consumer, he gets $25 a month spending money. Now he goes to a day program. He has $5 Taco Tuesday. They have community where they go out and they go to the grocery store. Everybody buys something. They go back to the school. They make salads for lunch. They have goals they have to meet. $25 goes nowhere.
I would love to do that.
Okay, but listen to me. $25 goes nowhere.
But why are you saying that I only have the opportunity to make $25? I'm obviously capable of getting a job.
Okay, but does the job going to have transportation for you to get you there and back?
Access, yes.
How
Access.
do you know that? Because I'll tell you, my son just lost his job after 5 years at a local pizza place up here being a dishwasher. Mind you, my son is legally blind. And on good faith, somebody took him